My name is Jemima Eames and I am an EFT and matrix reimprinting practitioner. EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique, and it's also described as acupuncture without the needles. It's also called tapping. So it's a process of tapping acupuncture points on the head and the hands, which moves energy through the body and helps to release tension and feelings that anyone is having. It's a great technique that you can use on yourself or with other people. So once you've learnt it and experienced it, you can do it anytime, which is another great thing about it. So I help people with all sorts of different problems, but I focus on anxiety and stress, which can take many forms. But I also help people with phobias, sleep issues, food cravings, self-esteem issues, all sorts of different things, because whatever it is you're experiencing and feeling, that's what you clear, that's what you work on. So if you have an anxiety, you work on anxiety. If you feel stress, you work on stress. If you have fear, you work on that. So it's whatever you're feeling in the body that you work on. So the other side of the technique that I use, called matrix reimprinting, is about going into past memories that have trauma, so difficult memories, and clearing trauma from the past using tapping in the memory. So to give you an example, there's a guy in my training who had a car accident in the 60s. And when he talked about this accident, he was shaking and crying, clearly still holding all the trauma. So the trainer got him up on the stage and talked him through the memory, cleared all the trauma, so changed the picture in his head and how he felt about it. And it took about half an hour to work through the whole thing. And at the end he said, "How do you feel?" He said, "I feel like it happened to somebody else." And it was literally like watching a miracle. It was incredible just to see this change in him from so quickly. So then I was hooked from that moment, and I've been tapping on anyone who'll let me ever since. Well, one of my sort of missions almost with this is to tell as many people as I can, because it works so well for me. I used to have huge anxieties myself. I couldn't function really in social situations. And I had help from various different counselling and those kind of things, which helped me. And then when I discovered EFT, my life changed so much overnight that I felt I just had to share it with people. So I give talks regularly at local spas, and I was at the Vitality show recently. Been on local radio. It's literally just trying to share this with as many people as I can. If you're experiencing anxiety right now, I could tell you which points to tap on. I could talk you through the sequence so that you can just start calming the body down physically, and then you can kind of you have the tools then to start looking deeper and working out what's going on. So for example, if you've got I don't know, you can't stop eating or something, you know, some people just can't stop themselves. It's finding the feeling that's triggering that desire, that need, and tapping on that feeling and clearing that, which is the sort of short-term benefits, and then looking at the deeper reasons as to why that feeling is coming up. So it works in lots of different ways. I do this because it works, and I had such huge results myself, and my clients that I have, they have such amazing results, and people who've had issues for years. For example, one lady, she had a bee phobia as long as she could remember, and she had a twin sister who also has a bee phobia. We worked on this, and it went all the way back to a memory when she was 4 years old and she was stung by a bee in the car. And this fear she had, it's quite clear, bee phobia, she'd want to stay away from them, obviously. But she would literally attract bees. Bees would fly towards her, and she would kind of be really scared of them. We did this session, went back to that picture when she got stung the first time, and took all the trauma out of it. And she can now go outside in her garden. She doesn't like being inside with them still, but she doesn't mind them floating around her. And it's just, after one session, she's cleared all that. And it's just those successes making a real difference in people's lives so quickly. That's what I love about it. And the understanding of why they've been behaving in a certain way their whole life, it just changes so quickly.